Cats are back home at Dunleavy Field in a pink-themed breast cancer awareness evening as they take on the Thundering Herd from Amador. It's the Buffaloes and the Wildcats coming up next on NorCal Sports TV. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Along with the man of the Motherlode, Jerimie Hurtado, I'm Mario Ramos. Pleased to be with you at Dunleavy Field for this Motherlode League clash between the Wildcats of Sonora and the Thundering Herd of Amador. Chuckling over here because Jerimie Hurtado wants me to mention that he's playing injured. He wants everybody to know his wrist is wrapped up.
Got to get some sympathy somewhere, Mario. You didn't give me any, so got to get it from somebody. So, hey. I'm injured, but I'm here.
At this point of the season, Hurtado, we're all injured, right? No one's 100%.
And then that goes for the teams on the field tonight, too. I know there's a couple of players that aren't going to be playing tonight from both sides. So, hey, it's second to last week of league. That kind of happens, right?
Exactly. Penultimate game of the season for the Sonora Wildcats taking on the Amador Buffaloes. Sonora comes in with the 2-0 record in Motherlode League play, 6-1 on the season, taking on an Amador team that's struggling a little bit in Motherlode League play. They jumped out of the gates 4-2 in the preseason. I know you and your Striking Gold show that you star on NorCal Sports TV had some hopes for the Buffaloes in Motherlode League play, and it's been tough sledding for them. Lost a heartbreaker to Calaveras, and then had to take on one of the other top teams in the Motherlode League. Actually, the team sitting at first place, 3-0 Somerville.
No, absolutely. And again, the schedule got a little harder, like you said, and things have gotten a little bit tougher. The loss to Calaveras was one that really hurt.
Yeah.
As far as, you felt like you were able to get things going and get a league and win, and then it just kind of fell apart for you. Last week against Somerville, they jumped out early, 12-0, and then it was like, okay, hey, things are going to happen for them. And then the wheels kind of just fell off the cart again. Yeah. Now, granted, Somerville very good, made some adjustments, was able to do things against the Buffaloes and make things happen as far as that goes and kind of stop things, and they scored 42 straight points. So that'll tend to put the brakes on things a little bit. But tonight, they come in, and they're going to try and knock off Sonora for the second time in league play, something no one else has been able to do once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only team to have defeated Sonora in Motherlode League play. Sonora trying for their 10th Motherlode League championship before section realignment kicks in next year. And neither one of these teams will be in the Motherlode League following this season. So the last time these two teams will meet in a Motherlode League setting, and with the merger of Amador and Argonaut maybe on the horizon, this could be the last time these two teams play indefinitely.
Yeah, absolutely. And that Amador-Argonaut merger, we talked about that a couple weeks ago when we did the Argonaut game. I was able to actually talk to some people, and they said, yeah, it's actually happening.
Okay.
It had gone back and forth, yes, no, maybe not. We talked about during that game that the Amador students will be coming on campus to Argonaut, and it'll be Amador County High School, and they'll be the Mustangs is the plan right now. And then the campus right now that is Amador will be the junior high school, and they'll be playing the youth football programs games there and stuff as well. So a little bit of changes happening in the county of Amador. Again, Sonora moving over to the TVL, so it should be probably, I would assume, the last time they're going to play each other unless they end up seeing each other sometime next year in a non-league game or something like that. But Sonora wins a toss here, and I'm sure they're going to probably defer.
Yeah, they deferred.
Yeah.
And Amador.
Kind of standard.
Amador received a start. Amador will be going left to right on your screen, and Sonora right to the left, and we'll refresh that as we get started with the game here shortly. Couple minutes left in the Scott's Distributing pregame show. And Mario Ramos along with Jerimie Hurtado. We're going to head and take a pregame break and get some sponsors and come back with the game itself here on NorCal Sports TV.
Your trusted local solar installer. We are family owned and locally operated. We offer financing with zero money down and 0% interest. Own your solar system while cutting your energy costs in half. Call us today for a low-cost estimate and start saving. Or check us out online at www.solarworx.energy.
Scott's Distributing and Vending Service. For more than 23 years, Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has been locally owned and operated. Run by folks who have a vested interest in the success and prosperity of our local economy. Learn more about our full-line vending machine services, office coffee service, and janitorial supplies by visiting scottsdistributing.net. That's scottsdistributing.net. Or by calling 209-736-0963.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jerimie Zamora, your Sonora Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jerimie Zamora is a proud sponsor of Sonora High Wildcat football on NorCal Sports TV. For all your investment needs, call 209-536-0422 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Minners Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minners Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
Welcome back to the Scott's Distributing pregame show, along with the man of the Motherlode, Jerimie Hurtado. I'm Mario Ramos here on NorCal Sports TV. Getting ready for a Motherlode League football game here under the Friday night lights. And beautiful Dunleavy Field. On a nice fall setting. And we open up the shop for you. Absolutely stunning up here in the fall time. The foliage is starting to turn a little bit, not quite there yet all the way. 73 degrees as we approach kickoff. Again, the Cats won the toss. They deferred, and they will be going from right to left on your screen. Amador will receive. They'll be going from left to right. The Buffaloes in the white jerseys with white helmets, navy blue pants with the silver numerals. The Cats in their home green uniforms with the black pants and the green helmets. As the opening kickoff is returned out across the 25-yard line, just about, or to the 25-yard line, I should say. And that's where the Thundering Herd will take over. 1st and 10 for quarterback Brad Blakingham and his Buffaloes. And this Wildcat defense led by stud safety Bryce Nicholson. Come out looking to get a stop on the opening possession as they have everyone within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Does Sonora on first down. Blakenheim throws it out to the flat, broken tackle, and completion for about 5 yards on first down. Nice play for Amador to get things started.
Yeah, and that's what they like to do. They like to do that short passing game, a lot of now screens and smoke screens type that, stop passes, and then try and get a guy, make a miss, get some yards. It's almost like an extension of the run game. You just throw it out there, let your athletes do things in space, and it helps when you have a distributor like Blankenheim to do that.
Here's a pitch on second down. A nice cut up the middle. That's Michael Nunez with the carry. And gets close to the first down marker. It's going to be a couple yards short before Brody Spear and Ryan Leo were able to combine on the tackle.
Yeah, this is a big down here. Amador came out last week, jumped on Somerville, put 12 points on the board early, and then like we talked about in pregame show, weren't able to do anything until late in the game. I think the longer Amador stays in this game, the longer they can have possession of the ball, the better it will work out for Amador. Let's see if they can pick up this first down here and keep the drive alive.
3rd and short, man in motion for Blakenheim. Got some movement up front from Sonora, but they get back in time. And they put it in the belly of Nunez. Breaks an arm tackle, and he's rumbling forward. I apologize for the camera work. I'm trying to pull double duties here, but trying to keep it in the shot. And just like you guys, I get caught watching the game as Nunez carries it out past the 40 to the 43 That'll be first down and 10 for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, great run there. Got to see a good replay there of it. Big first down conversion for Amador.
Opening first down. Now they keep the chains moving, looking up the seam. And they had a guy up the seam looking for, I believe that's McElfish.
Yeah, it is.
And McElfish was open momentarily.
Ian, we're the number 1 at Amador, and that's a big deal.
Oh, yeah?
When you get to wear the number 1 at Amador, that usually means you're the dude.
Oh.
Okay, they always kind of give that to the guy that's their leader, their stud. And for it to be a junior, that's kind of an interesting thing to me. I mean, being around the Mother League forever, I've seen Amador and I've seen guys wear that uniform that were absolute dudes.
Here's second down. And going to have some pre-snap movement on the Buffaloes. Going to set them back 5 yards. Actually, that's Sonora. I beg your pardon. So the Cats jumped across in that motion. That's the second time we've seen that motion force some action on Sonora's side.
Yeah, that's a free first down. I mean, free 5 yards, rather. So it makes an incomplete pass. Basically, null and void. You got 2nd and 5, just like they did the first drive.
At about their own 48.
Approaching midfield. Here's Blakenheim rolling to the left. Across his body, and this one's intercepted. That's Cash Byington. Look out. He's on the move across the 40. Looking to get to the sideline, and he's shoved out of bounds inside the 25. Cash Byington with the pick. Kind of sitting out there in zone coverage. That one floated right to him. And able to add some return yardage to it on the tail end of it, and has Sonora set up in Amador territory right outside the red zone as the Cats looking to strike off the turnover.
No, absolutely, and that's the thing that's been the bugaboo for Amador. They turned the ball over 6 times against Calaveras. They average 3+ turnovers a game, and then that's one of those things that if they throw the ball to the right team, they're really good and effective. Unfortunately, they tend to throw the ball to the wrong team more times than not.
Here's Nicholson. He's got the sideline. He's got the end zone. Touchdown, Sonora. 23-yard touchdown run on the pitch from Curnow to Bryce Nicholson. And the Wildcats quickly turn that interception into a touchdown. They lead 6-0 with the extra point on the way.
Yeah, and you see Nicholson get outside, makes a guy miss, and then goes down the sideline untouched. That's the difference, right? Amador moves the ball, boom, turnover. Sonora, you give them the ball, they make you pay for it and put it in the end zone quickly.
Yeah, Gentis to snap, Curnow to hold, and out to kick is Emmanuel Garibay. And the right-footed kicker boots that one over the Golden Regiment band and right through the uprights. The Wildcats cash in the interception from Cash Byington. 23 yards on a touchdown run from Bryce Nicholson, and they lead Amador 7-0 on NorCal Sports TV.
Your trusted local solar installer. We are family owned and locally operated. We offer financing with 0 money down and 0% interest. Own your solar system while cutting your energy costs in half. Call us today for a low-cost estimate and start saving. Or check us out online at www.solarworx.energy. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jerimie Zamora, your Sonora Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jerimie Zamora is a proud sponsor of Sonora.
Manuel Garibay set to kick this one off. It's a Minners Tree Company kickoff. Back deep to receive this one for the Buffaloes is Colton Earl. Earl's hit hard out across the 20, and guess who? Brody Spear.
Right, shock. Special teams play.
Right.
Hey, I mean, a couple weeks ago against Amador, he was everywhere.
Argonaut.
Okay. Argonaut,
Yep.
see, Argonaut, Amador, you know.
You're good.
Yeah, he was everywhere against Amador and just picks it up against Amador as well. So, Spear doing what he does. Not a shock, right?
The special team ace setting up the Buffaloes at the 21 after he stops the ball carrier in his tracks. He's out there, a middle linebacker, looking for more ball carriers here on first down. As Blakenheim's trying to set up the screen, And they got this one out there to Nunez. Off the deflection, able to make the catch. Not much there, about a yard. Spear able to get out there. Hensel in on that one as well. But Spear was actually lined up on the opposite side of the field. And runs over and makes that play.
Yeah.
9 for Amador as they bring McElfish in motion. Pitch it out to Nunez. Nunez takes a big shot out about the 26-yard line. Had a head of steam before, again, Spear collides with them out past the 25, and Nicholson in on that one as well for the Cats.
Yeah, and coming up from that safety position, DB position, just making that play on that toss pitch. Something that they're going to see a lot next week versus Somerville. That's their bread and butter play, is that toss. Little out to the outside. That time they picked up 4 on it. Brings up a 3rd and 5. Amador's been here a couple times.
Another 3rd down opportunity here for the Thundering Herd. There's a high snap and a high throw as they try to hit, I believe, McElfish on the slant. There was 2 guys kind of running a similar pattern in that area. Herrera also, or I'm sorry, that's Radis in there as well. And again, that pass just too high for the receivers. It's going to bring up 4th down, and Byington will head back to return this for Sonora.
Yeah, and this is danger zone because Amador, special teams, we'll see how that fares today. Sonora got Byington back there.
Yes.
And he's a dangerous return guy.
Byington's back deep for Sonora.
You saw him on the interception, able to pick up 20-plus yards on the return. He's looking to do something here. This one's going to take a bounce, and he's going to play it off the bounce. And can't make the first man miss. Nice special teams tackle by McElfish. He brings him down at about the 38-yard line. That's where Sonora will have it. So second drive for the Cats. First one play, 8 seconds, 23 yards into the end zone for Bryce Nicholson on the pitch. That's where we sit right now, 7-0.
Yeah, more of the same lately for Sonora. Huh? They jumped out to Calaveras last week, 42-7 in the first quarter. I saw that, and I was at home, and I had to fact check it. I had to text a friend and say, "Hey, is this legit? Are they talking about the first half?" He's like, "Nope, it was the first quarter." And I was like, "Oh, okay, well, I didn't expect that."
Curno's got it up the middle on the option. Able to get some space. He had Byington with him.
Yeah,
defensive back kind of caught in no man's land, and Curno kept it himself.
And you see guys come down knowing the block, and thought it was going to go bigger than it did. I was kind of waiting for that big pop play.
Yeah. Here's Curno again. Keeps it himself and right to the chains. It looks like it's going to be good enough for a first down. If not, it's going to be, they're going to give it to him. I was going to say, if not, it's going to be awfully close, but that'll be a Sonora first down. Had a touchdown before they picked up a first down. That's the first one of the game. Each team with the first down here in the early going.
Sonora's going to start at their own 48.
So from the 48 on first down, here's the gift to Audi People. I'm sorry, Curno still has it. Now he pitches it out to Nicholson. Nicholson pushed out of bounds, out across the 35 into Buffalo territory. Curno did such a good job on that fake. I thought it was in the belly of Peoples.
And again, Nicholson just getting to the outside and showing the speed. We've talked about it over and over.
And this time they do put it in the belly of Peoples. Curno had it in there for a couple of seconds, and Audi said, "Hold on, man, I need my carry. Let me hang on to this one," as he barrels forward for a gain of about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
One thing I like about Sonora, too, is they're changing up the tempo. They're going no huddle here early, trying to just get Amador out of sorts.
All runs so far, and it's Nicholson breaking tackles straight up the gut, slammed down inside the 10. Helmet rolls off. He's going to be marked down at the 9, and I believe he's going to have to take a play off.
Yeah, he'll have to come out for a play because his helmet came off. Gives us a chance to show you a replay. Great run here. Just steps through a tackle, runs through, and then just doesn't give up and keeps moving forward. Takes 3 guys to bring him down. Wildcats inside the red zone at the 9-yard line. We'll call it 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 9 after Nicholson picks up his 2nd straight first down. This time they pitch it out to Byington, trying to get to the corner. Dives for the pylon, into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. 9-yard touchdown run for Cash Byington. He had the interception, was looking for pay dirt. This time he gets it on the pitch, able to dive into the pylon for the 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
Yeah, and you see him just reach out there, try and get it. Official trailing, but he gives him the touchdown, hits the pylon. The Cats up early here with 6:13 left to go. Up 14-0 over Amador.
Jerimie out for his 2nd extra point. Halfway through the first quarter, Sonora trying to make it 14-0, and they do. The Cats over the Thundering Herd here at Dunleavy Field. 2nd touchdown run of the game. This one's from Cash Byington from 9 yards out. Sonora 14, Amador nothing on NorCal Sports TV.
Scott's Distributing and Vending Service. For more than 23 years, Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has been locally owned and operated. Run by folks who have a vested interest in the success and prosperity of our local economy. Learn more about our full-line vending machine services, office coffee service, and janitorial supplies by visiting scottsdistributing.net. That's scottsdistributing.net. Or by calling 209-736-0963.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety.
Cats take it down the field in a couple minutes. About 5 plays. 9-yard touchdown run from Cash Byington. As there's a nice tackle inside the 20-yard line. Play made by Wyatt Holt. Able to sling the ball carrier down, pinning the Buffaloes inside the 20 as they come out for their 3rd drive of the ball game. 6:09 left to play here in the first quarter. I'm Mario Ramos, along with Jerimie Hurtado. We also have Claude Parkin and Ralphie Hansen on the cameras, making it happen for executive producer and director Dion I.
Got the whole crew here tonight.
We got everybody in the house. Golden Regiment in the house as well. As Blankenheim has that one go in and out of the hands of McElfish. Ran a little hitch route, sat down in some open space. That one just in and out of the hands. Would have been a nice completion on 1st down.
Yeah, and this is actually kind of danger zone for Amador already here. I mean, it's 6:05 left to go in the first quarter. You're like, hey, this game could get out of hand quick if Amador can't put something on the board. Not even just a score on the board, but just get in the Sonora territory, flip the field possession.
Get that offense off, the Sonora offense off for a loss. It'll be 3rd down and 11. As Ludwig able to get in the backfield for the Wildcats.
Yeah, 3rd and 11 now, so you got to do something here if you're Amador.
Down in 10, a little over 10 for Amador.
4 receivers, one back to the right of Blankenheim.
Blankenheim's back to
And he
pass.
puts this one in the air, trying to hit McElfish on an out route. The timing just wasn't there. He had Jonathan Curran on the coverage for Sonora. That's going to bring up 4th down and 11, and Byington will head back for another chance at a punt return.
Yeah, and you see he threw it before the receiver broke out, which is good. That's fine, but he threw a little wide.
Yeah.
And now, like I said, Amador is going to turn the ball over, having the ball less than a minute. Okay, 6:09 they took over with possession. 5:20. Even my Somerville math can figure that one out. That's less than a minute.
Hey, don't sell that Somerville math department short.
Hey, you got me that degree at Gold Grand Canyon, so I can't complain, right?
Go Lopes.
There you go.
And this punt angled towards the sideline away from Byington. Bounces across midfield out at about the 44-yard line. So Sonora, decent field position to start their 3rd drive of the game. First 2 have resulted in touchdowns. It's been all ground game so far as Sonora yet to dial up a pass play.
Yeah, wouldn't be shocked to see him just stay on the ground.
Yeah,
if it's working,
when you're ripping off chunks.
Yeah, exactly.
When
it's
I need to put it in
working,
the
why
air.
change things up, right?
You know, as soon as you think that.
Oh, I know,
Clifton
right? Yeah, exactly.
goes
Clifton
play
will be like,
action.
"Oh,
and you
take a
take the
shot."
Yeah.
Because you know who I don't see on the field right now? It's number 14.
Yep. That's
So it's quite possible.
It's Byington in motion, but the give is to Peoples. He spins his way through the middle, across midfield, out at the 48-yard line in plus territory. Pickup of 8 for Audi. The bell cow back of the Sonora Wildcats. This offense really has every weapon at its disposal. As here's Peoples again, getting some good blocks up the middle, untouched until he gets out past the 35-yard line to about the 31 is where they'll mark him down.
Yeah, you watch the replay here. He kind of goes and right here, I'm going to put another gear and just try and go and run someone over. Nice job of just changing gears in the hole, finding it, and then getting upfield, not trying to dance, picking up positive yards for the Cats.
Third straight carry for Audi. And it's a 5-yard run. Staying ahead of the chains are the Wildcats. It'll be 2nd and 5 for Sonora. Santos on the tackle for the Buffaloes. Got some nice helmets, does the Amador Buffaloes. I like that look, got the Buffalo Bill logo.
So some little bit of a yes, Mario. They're good. I like them. They're different than the ones we thought that they had because I showed you the TV helmets.
There's a fumble on the exchange. Curnow tried to pull it out of the belly of Peoples and take it off with it himself. Dropped it on the deck, and Declan Brown able to jump on top of that one. And so one turnover apiece now as the Wildcats fumble it. I like Calaveras' new
Calaveras'
look.
new helmets, absolutely.
Yeah.
We kind of both agreed on that.
Pretty
I
nice.
said for a different reason than you did, but we'll talk about that after the play.
Odd first down, Blakenheim setting up the wide receiver screen to McElfish, and that one pops out. They're going to say that maybe it went out of bounds?
Yeah, it went out of bounds. It did, luckily, because he got slung around. The ball went tumbling. No one noticed it.
Yeah.
Goes down the sideline, and it looks like it's about getting 2.
Yeah, they're going to end up picking up a couple yards out of it. So.
Okay, anyway, so I said, yes, Amador's or Calaveras helmets look good.
Yeah, I like
because they remind me of a certain NFL team that I kind of like.
You grew up rooting for,
yeah,
yes.
you know
the Washington franchise.
Yes. It looks like the old school Washington. We can't say the name.
Yeah.
Helmets, and I kind of like that look, and it also kind of gives a throwback to the Redskin.
And here's a screen set up on the empty backfield formation. They motion out, tailing Courts, and try to get a screen going to the strong side, and that was actually snuffed out by Sonora.
And then your second helmet that you picked in the league was?
I believe it was Sonora,
Sonora,
right?
absolutely, yeah.
I like
Sonora.
the Cats look, yeah.
And we both went agree with that. I said yes, I agree with that. Then I had Somerville at 3, and then I had Amador at 4, and Argonaut at 5, and you kind of flipped those two because we saw the A helmet that Amador has. However, Amador got the different helmet on tonight that I expected or that I had seen in the past. And they got the Buffalo Bills look.
Yeah, I like it.
It got read great by Sonora rather. And so quarterback did what he's taught to do. If it's not there, throw it at the feet. We'll move on to the next play, and then did a good job there.
Just to wrap up that thought, I kind of like this one. I guess I would favor it a little more so than the Argonaut look. It's a clean look. Got a little old school AFL feel to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Byington's going to be able to catch this one at the 46, and he's looking to go, cuts it back across the grain. He's got space on the sideline and a block. He's got the end zone. Punt return for Cash Byington. 53 yards on the house call. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Talked about it, 2 punts ago that he could take it to the house anytime. And he says, I got you. Hold on. Didn't get a chance to get on the first one. Didn't even get to touch the second one. But third time, you give it a chance to return a punt, a low line drive, and the special teams unit does a great job there. Defense, special teams unit of picking up blocks down the sideline and quickly into the land a quick 6 once again. Go the Wildcats up 20-0, pinning the extra point. kind of becoming a habit for the Cats to kind of stretch things out in the first quarter.
No joke. Up 20-0 with the extra point on the way. We still have 2:39 left to play in the opening frame, as Jerimie is getting a lot more camera time than Jerimie Hurtado on striking gold. And now he's got his third extra point of the game. 3 of 3 makes it 21-0 Sonora over Amador on NorCal Sports TV. We'll be back right after this break from our sponsors.
Our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted best cup of coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com. Solarworx, your trusted local solar installer. We are family owned and locally operated. We offer financing with 0 money down and 0% interest. Own your solar system while cutting your energy costs in half. Call us today for a low-cost estimate and start saving. Or check us out online at www.solarworx.energy.
Welcome back. It's the Minners Tree Company kickoff here on NorCal Sports TV as the Wildcats get in the end zone for the third time in the first quarter. 53 yards on a punt return from Cash Byington to the house. His second touchdown of the game. As a pretty decent return coming out of the pile there. There's the ball carrier, Colton Earl, to the 25-yard line. And again, Spear with another special teams tackle, and his family's over here to our right, letting everybody know that they appreciate the efforts. And I appreciate the efforts, too.
Absolutely.
Of Brody Spear.
Special teams is kind of forgotten about as we see Sonora put 7 points on the board moments ago with special teams.
Oh.
Hey, special teams in that for the Cats got 10 points. Got to get the extra point in there for the kicker. So
for sure. They roll Blankenheim to his left, trying to throw across his body, and Byington trying to make a miraculous one-handed toe drag swag catch. Couldn't get to that one as you had Jackson Ludwig bearing down on Blankenheim, forcing him to get rid of that one.
Yeah, and defensive lineman for the Wildcats comes up a little gimpy on the play. That is Ludwig. That's what I thought it was. He's going to come out here.
Yeah.
And you're up 21-0 in the first quarter. You already got to start thinking about, hey, next week Somerville comes to town, and what ends up being a Motherlode League championship game, even though there's not technically a championship game, both teams coming in. There's no official college where they have the championship game or whatever.
Yeah, we got some movement over here. I believe a wide receiver looked like he was shifting with the line, trying to play it off like, God, no, that's just what we're doing out here. But I think he got caught by the referee.
And we got the head of officials right next to us, too, making notes. So,
well, Amador has a thriving theater department. And so, perhaps he was, I think they got the great Enver Jokai, who's a phenomenal actor and been in the Dollhouse, also Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He's a famous alumni of the Thundering Herd. We got a couple more we'll get to a little bit later.
All right, Mario's doing his work.
Here. Oh, yeah. Do a little pregame research.
I'm sure you have trivia again from me this time, too. And, hopefully I can come up with the right answers at this time. Of course.
We got some Amador-themed trivia with the man of the Motherlode. Stick around with us. That one in and out of the hands. Again, a drop pass for the Thundering Herd. Landon Ray Case had what would have been pretty good yardage. And maybe some space to run after the catch.
You see right here, he's coming in. He might not have got by number 2 Spear there, but he was going to at least get close to the first down
forward momentum, push him close to the marker.
But instead, comes up third and long, and again, Amador in a situation where they don't want to give the ball back already to Sonora.
5th third down opportunity. They're 1 of 4 are the Buffaloes. They pitch it out to Nunez. He's trying to turn the corner to the left, picks up a yard. And that's not going to help much on 3rd and 14. Or 15, I'm sorry. Makes it 4th and 14. I believe the punting team will head back out, and one Cash Byington.
Byington's like, hey, give me another shot at this.
And this could be, a difference maker for the Cats. Unfortunately, we saw special teams play a part in the section championship last year for the Wildcats, and the Cats obviously have aspirations to get back up there, but having this dynamic presence in Byington and in Spear out there as well, making plays in special teams. Jerimie, the kicker we mentioned consistently out here. He's had a great year taking over for Blackmore.
Yeah, Blackmore getting it done at the college level too.
Deanza, yeah.
Kind of follow him. Deanza, he's going to be playing football and baseball there. He's already playing football there, looking to play baseball there as well. So shout out to him if he's watching.
Yeah.
I know great kid. He was one of the players who played for me in baseball for a couple years here at Sonora. So,
and despite that, he's still playing college baseball. Look at that.
Despite that,
right?
He was one of the kids that I just kind of said, "Hey, I'm just going to try and stay out of your way. You do you."
That's great coaching, right there.
Absolutely, makes you look real good when the kids are good.
Here's Peoples, left side, still on his feet, now backing his way for another yard or two, as he wasn't going to let was Michael Nunez bring him down by himself. Needed Woods to come in and help him out.
Yeah, and Sonora going no huddle again. I think they want to get more points on the board here in the end of the first quarter.
Peoples breaks the tackle in the backfield, still on his feet, cuts it back, and now chased down from behind inside the 20-yard line. What a run from Audi Peoples.
Yeah, and he's kind of disappointed, I know, because he thought he had a lane to the end zone right here. He was looking, going, if I can make this guy miss, I do, and then, I just get caught from behind.
He thought he saw Pater right there.
You see the head go up like,
Inside the red zone, here's Peoples looking for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats. Audi Peoples from 18 yards out says, I saw it the first time. I'm getting in there. I'm determined to make my way in there for a touchdown. Fourth rushing touchdown of the game for the Wildcats. 27-0. As there you see more relief than satisfaction for Audi.
No, absolutely. He's like, that time I did it. Okay, and that's great coaching. Hey, go back to the guy that did it, right? He got you there. Give him a chance to go get the touchdown instead of giving it to someone else. Well-deserved by Peoples. Puts it in the end zone. Cats up 28-0. Kind of wait and see.
Yeah, he's just snuck that one in the right upright. The official gave us a nod as that one goes in. We still got 58 seconds left. I wonder if the Cats are going to be able to punch in another one, as we'll stick with you here for the remainder of the quarter on NorCal Sports TV.
I mean, they've been getting the ball back in about 45 seconds the last 3 possessions.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a chance that they could score again here before the end of the first quarter, as we're at 58 seconds left. So,
that drive was, a little over a minute there on that one. As they, again, third rushing touchdown. I apologize. Third rushing touchdown. We did have the punt return from Cash Byington. So you have a Nicholson touchdown run, Cash Byington with a touchdown run and a punt return, and then Audi Peoples capping it off with the 18-yard touchdown run. And that's where we sit, 28-0 as we approach another Minners Tree Company kickoff. Jerimie set to boot this one from the 40. Runs up and puts a charge into that one. Received at about the 4-yard line as McElfish takes it to the 21. So pick up 17 on the return. As the Thundering Herd will have it with 53 seconds left to play here in the opening frame.
Jackson Ludwig back in the game for Sonora on the defensive line, so must not have been anything too pressing for him to have to come out for a little while. So good to see him back in there. Again, we talked about that game coming up next week against Somerville here on NorCal Sports TV.
That's right.
For the league championship. Don't want to miss that. If you can't make it here, if you don't want to deal with the crowd, you can watch it right here on NorCal Sports TV. We'll be doing the JV game as well next week, so plenty of Bears versus Cats football coming up live on NorCal.
Pads are popping at the 21-yard line. As Nunez runs right into a green and gold wall. Yeah, that Jackson Ludwig, fresh into the game, making his impact felt. And he stuffs Nunez right at the ball carrier, or right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and I think Amador might just run the ball here again and try and get to the second quarter, kind of regroup.
Yeah, flip the field, see if that helps.
Absolutely. Maybe all the touchdowns are going to score in the Golden Regiment
on that side of the field, right?
Yeah, let's just
the east side of the field.
Let's switch the side of the field and go that way if I'm Amador, right?
They switch Nunez in the backfield. Blankenheim spins and throws this one over the head of McElfish. And it's going to be 2 seconds left on the clock, so we'll have another play here on 3rd down and 10. And you mentioned Somerville. They'll come into that matchup at 3-0 because they don't have a Motherlode League game tonight, nor a game, as that one was supposed to be on our network. So if you're looking for the Millennium Somerville game, again, that game has been canceled. And shortly before the game was supposed to get started, huh?
I got a message about 3 o'clock, so I'm not sure if it was any much sooner than that, but I started scrambling, started getting some information, and said, hey, had to text some coaches and say, hey, are they playing tonight? No, the game got canceled. I said, okay. So, yeah, it was kind of a last-second deal.
Here's a reverse. They try to bring it around the right side, and that one was to Talon Courts. Not much at all, actually, as Nicholson stops him at the 21-yard line. So might actually lost half a yard. That's going to be 4th down. When we return, as the first quarter has come to an end, and what a first quarter for the Wildcats. 3 rushing touchdown, a 53-yard punt return, as well as Sonora was clicking, had all cylinders firing in the first quarter. They're up 28-0 on Amador here on NorCal Sports TV. Mario Ramos, along with the star of striking gold, the man of the Motherlode, Jerimie Hurtado, the greatest kicker in Somerville Bears history.
Not factual.
That's what I heard,
not
man.
Factual.
That's what the kids are saying these days.
The kicker there is way better than I ever was. And he already has way more points than I did in the whole career. So, yeah, no.
Right.
Now, we'll get to see him next week.
Okay.
We got 2 kickers next week.
Yeah.
That are
You'll get
really
to see
good.
him.
Yeah, I'll get to see him. You'll be watching on NorCal Sports TV.
I'll check in, see how that one goes. Might be a little busy. Low snap. And there's a bouncer to Byington. Picks it up at the 46, and actually he's going to lose a yard on that return. Good play by Ian McElfish. Talk about the special teams plays for the Wildcats. That was a great special teams play there for the Thundering Herd. As Byington again loses a yard on that return. And Sonora will take over at the 47 with 11:53 here in the second quarter.
Anyway, Benitez, kicker, Somerville, way better. Probably best kicker in the school history, honestly. Went to school with his dad, so shout out to him.
Okay.
But, get to see him come into Dunleavy and try and put points on the board.
Man running wide open down the middle of the field. That's a house call for Wyatt Holt. Touchdown, Wildcats. 47-yard touchdown pass from Curnow to Wyatt Holt. And the Cats strike quickly. 7 seconds, 1 play, and it's another Sonora touchdown.
No, absolutely. And we talked about it earlier, right? Just when you think Sonora's just going to run the football, here they come. Play action pass. Great time. First play of the drive. Wide open.
Yeah.
Down the seam goes the Wildcats. Wyatt Holt into the end zone, and Cats stretching things out here, up 34-0.
I think when you're, in theory, thinking of the play-action pass and trying to go, take the top off the defense, that's about as good as it gets right there. Sonora making it look easy here on NorCal Sports TV. Garibay with another extra point makes it 35-0 Wildcats over the Buffaloes.
Your trusted local solar installer. We are family-owned and locally operated. We offer financing with 0 money down and 0% interest. Own your solar system while cutting your energy costs in half. Call us today for a low-cost estimate and start saving. Or check us out online at www.solarworx.energy. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jerimie Zamora, your Sonora Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jerimie Zamora is a proud sponsor of Sonora High Wildcat football on NorCal Sports TV. For all your investment needs, call 209-536-0422 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Welcome back, along with the guy who graduated magna cum laude from Grand Canyon. That's not true?
That is, again, not factual. I don't know where you get your information, but that's not factual either.
Yeah, check my fact sheet
Yes.
here.
I did have a 3-point-something GPA for the first time in my life.
Hey.
Okay, I will admit to that. But
Was that both semesters put together?
No. I was
semester?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was better.
Good stuff.
Because once you start paying for school, it's a little different than when you do when you're going just to go. When you start paying for it, it's a whole different world.
A little different than when you're just showing up as the star
when
kicker.
You're supposed to pay for it because you get those loans and you just start paying them back now. But that's beside the point. Yeah, when those loans come up and you got $100,000 worth of loans to pay for school, it's a little different.
A little different, yeah. From the 24-yard line, Blankenheim throws it out on the flat, and there's a big shot from Ryan Lale as McElfish was stopped immediately upon catching that one as Lale snuffed that one out.
Yeah, he saw it coming. He flies through, doesn't get blocked, and then it's just bad times for the receiver for Amador. And again, right now, Amador just trying to find something positive. This has been a show by the Cats, highlight film material. Every situation, offense, defense, special teams.
Yeah.
And it's Amador right now just trying to survive.
Amador, of course, they got the big game, and that's what it's called, the big game, coming up next week.
I thought that was Stanford Cal.
Also, the cross-county clash between Argonaut and Amador. They try to set up another screen, this time for Nunez. Had a couple blockers, but kind of pinned him towards the sideline, and the pass was too high for the Buffalo running back. Again, these two teams have been facing off for more than 100 years, Amador and Argonaut, and they'll be set to merge here after they play a couple more times for the coveted Rotary Bell. Mm-hmm. And both those teams will be moving to the northern section of the CIF as they what league is that they're going to? I forget what that one is.
I think it's called the SVFL or something
Sierra
like that.
Valley, right?
Yeah.
Sierra Valley League, I believe it is.
Bradshaw Christian, Galt, Union Mine, those type plays.
Pass nearly intercepted. Declan Gardner looked like he had a better chance at that one than McElfish. That one was a little short. That'll bring up 4th down and 11.
Once they do merge, they're going to have about 1,200 kids on campus. So they're making adjustments. They've already hired a principal. Got a chance to talk to him a little bit a couple weeks ago when we were over there. And, hey, got to do my job, right? Mario, you call me the man of the motherload. I gotta go represent over there.
I'm glad you're taking that to heart.
I did. I got a chance to talk to him. I got a chance to talk to a couple of teachers over there. Nice. The good thing about it as far as teachers is that when they do merge, all the teachers have a job set for them to go to. Okay. No one's going to lose their job, so that's kind of another question that was always brought to mind is how you going to have two schools and then become one, and then who's getting, moving around. And now you may not be teaching the same level and you may not be teaching the same class as you were before, but everybody has a chance to come in over to the new school. So I kind of like that play up too with it. That was one of the questions I had for him, actually, because being a new teacher, I was like, hey, that would kind of be no bueno if that happened to me. I'm like, hey.
For sure.
Get a job, go through all this, and then, hey, by the way, we're merging with someone else, and you don't have a job.
And the school will no longer be here.
And next year you're not going to be here. I'm like, oh, that would be rough.
Yeah.
And so they got to chat with the principal a little bit, the new guy, and he was really excited about the possibilities they have. So it was good times.
Here's Declan Gardner on the end around. Give it to the wing back on a little counter action. And he gets it on 1st down as the Cats take over at the Amador 35-yard line following a punt that I think if Amador was sending any mixed signals about getting the ball away from Cash Byington.
Yeah, directional punting, checkmate. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That one, kick it into the pool.
Let us
Make sure that he doesn't
exactly.
touch it. Okay, yes, coach, I got you.
Make sure he could swim. Here's Curnow with it. He's going to keep it himself out around the corner. He's got the end zone in his sights, and he steps in for the touchdown. Wildcats punch it in again. This time it's a 33-yard touchdown run from Adam Curnow, and it's been all Wildcats, and they are not letting up.
No, they definitely are not. 9:35 left to go. About to put the 42nd point on the board. They're a little slow today. What's going on? I mean, last week they already had almost, over 50. This week, kind of lagging behind a little bit.
I think they're doing all right offensively. This machine is really only been stopped on their own accord. They fumbled on the third possession of the game when Curnow had a little miscue on the handoff with Peoples, but other than that, it's been smooth sailing for Sonora as Jerimie trots into this little chip shot. He's got another extra point. That's 6 now for Emmanuel Jerimie. 6 touchdowns for the Wildcats. We still have 9:35 left to play here on NorCal Sports TV. We'll get a word from our sponsors. Come right back right after this.
Scott's Distributing and Vending Service. For more than 23 years, Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has been locally owned and operated. Run by folks who have a vested interest in the success and prosperity of our local economy. Learn more about our full-line vending machine services, office coffee service, and janitorial supplies by visiting scottsdistributing.net. That's scottsdistributing.net. Or by calling 209-736-0963.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advice.
We're back to Dunleavy Field. Festive pink evening. Yes, there's a fumble, but the ball carrier able to pick it back up and scoot out near the 28, 29-yard line. So actually a decent return. I think he was just giving himself a running start. As the Buffaloes will come out with 9:29 left to play. We did have a momentary running clock situation, but I think it was a little premature.
Yeah, I think it was an accident, but it's all right.
It happens.
It does. Everybody makes mistakes.
I'm trying.
Everybody has those days.
We're all trying. The 30-yard line is where they're going to mark it. 9:20. Actually, the clock has started.
Yeah, the official just said wind the clock, so we'll see if it continues or if it's just there. Or I don't know.
4 receivers for the Buffaloes. They motion McElfish. Now they got 3 to the left as the Cats adjust defensively. Nunez with the carry. Spear in on the tackle first. We also had Hensel coming in to help out, along with Capel and Ludwig.
Yeah, Spear just hits him in the hole and doesn't let go.
Yeah. Pretty sure tackler, that number 2. Only a sophomore as well. So
yeah, only a sophomore.
look out.
So, and that's the thing. A lot of these Cats, younger underclass guys. So the future for the TVL situation, when they go there, it's going to be interesting how things play out over there for them. You being the man of the TVL with your broadcast that you got going on.
Yeah, get a chance to talk to my guy Frosty Van Houten, who's a big TVL supporter, also coaches a little bit with the Escalon Cougars, a team that we've seen a couple of times that look pretty darn impressive, and that's going to be a squad to be reckoned with when the TVL, when Sonora makes its way out there. But yeah, Frosty and I have a chance to talk about some of these TVL squads and looking forward to the Cats coming in next year and just creating some monster matchups. We look at some of these super conferences in college football. I know you and I are both big college football fans, and so the TVL kind of shaking out to be one of those super conferences. As Spear tried to push the receiver out of the way.
The flag. I was like, how is that going to not be a flag? I was waiting for the official. I think he missed it the first time we grabbed it. Because Spear just chucks, like body checks the receiver out of the way. And then tries to intercept the pass and drops it. But I think there's no question what that call was, right? I mean, that was.
I mean, he saw that one was headed, right in his direction. All he needed to do was just remove that offensive player out of the way.
Hey.
And he had his opportunity.
If you can get away with it, right? I mean, that's the way it is.
I got to go to the Michael Irvin School of Push-Off, be a little more subtle with that.
Had to bring a cowboy up.
A little more blatant.
Had to bring a cowboy up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, really. All the people you could have said.
The subtleties within his push-off. You had to get away with it.
Yeah, we had to push off because the quarterback couldn't find it.
He was pinpoint. As again, the Cats come across the line of scrimmage. That motion and the hard count from Blankenheim at the same time is going to draw the third penalty of the game for Sonora, and back-to-back penalties for the Cats.
Amador about to break into Wildcat territory for the first time tonight.
Yep.
Got to get a half yard to get into
right
Wildcat
on the other side of midfield. Yeah,
we'll see. Maybe I spoke too soon.
Big down coming up for the man on the mother load right here. First down and 5.
You can do it. I have faith
Buffaloes try to get it into Wildcat territory for the first time in the ball game. And here's a gift to Santos, and Santos loses a little bit on that one.
Yep, not that time.
The PA announcer credited him with 3 yards, but he actually lost 2. So it was 1st and 5. So now it'll be 2nd and 7. 6.5 left to play as they are trying to get rid of tri-tip sandwiches and whole tri-tips as well out here.
Yes, if you're in the neighborhood, come by and grab one, right?
Pick one up.
So they got a few left, about 200 or so.
Right there. Look, he's handing out tri-tips, whole tri-tips.
Hey, Mario wants one of those.
I mean, how cool is that? You can watch a ball game and get a whole tri-tip delivered to you, right?
Yeah,
I mean, DoorDash who?
Whoa.
You got this thing coming to you right now. And that's
DoorDash Inc.
might talking about us. Sonora FFA.
Doing it.
Making it happen. McElfish trying to make a double move, and there's a lot of contact. And I don't think the officials saw that one either. As Curran, actually there is a flag right there, right at the spot where Curran nearly tackled McElfish after he made a great double move. And Curran bit all over the first one. And might have saved a touchdown right there because McElfish would have been wide open.
And if this goes against Sonora, which we kind of expect it to be, right, that's 35 yards on this drive and penalties.
So this one does move the Buffaloes into Wildcat territory, 15 yards on the penalty. Take it to the 37. And that's the 4th penalty of the game for the Cats, but the 3rd on this drive.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and 2 big ones, too.
2 pass
15-yarders and then offsides. So definitely something Sonora's going to want to clean up.
Now McElfish on a hitch. And this one too high with Curran again on the coverage. So those two battling out there on the island. And this one goes in favor of McCurran as they can't connect on the completion.
Hey, but Amador has the ball inside Wildcat territory.
First time of the game.
There we go.
First time.
Little victories, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
4 first downs in the game to the Thundering Herd. Sonora with 11. 6 of those come via the touchdowns that they've scored.
Santos, the ball carrier.
Santos picks up a yard. Hit first by Declan Gardner. Out about the line of scrimmage, but he pushes forward for a pickup of 1. It's going to be 3rd down and 9.
So you were talking about the battle for the bell over there in Argonaut and Amador.
Yep, that'll be in
that
Jackson.
Game next week could be huge.
Yeah.
If Argonaut knocks off Calaveras this week, which they're playing right now, obviously, and I don't know a score yet, hope to get one for you around halftime.
Okay.
But they could be both battling for playoff positioning. If Amador wins, obviously they've already got 4 wins there, playoff eligible.
Yeah.
Probably going to the playoffs if they pull it off against Argonaut. And if Argonaut wins out the last 2 games, they finish 4-6 and have a shot to get to the playoffs as well.
Yeah.
So not only is bragging rights on the line, but you also got that chance to go to a playoff game, which is important.
So that Calaveras Argonaut game is huge
basically
too, right?
exactly. Calaveras needs to win to get the playoffs.
These teams are almost like in a tournament, basically.
And Calaveras,
right?
they don't have a game next week, so this is it. This is done for them. So they got to get that win, or they're not going. They're not eligible to go to the playoffs. And then with the ruling that kind of Max Preps and then some other things have been going back and forth, is that teams that are in freelance leagues or no league, they don't really get to go to the playoffs. And that's been kind of a thing that Max Preps hadn't been factoring into their playoff situation. We'll keep it here. So that happened. So Elite's not going to the playoffs in Division 6.
Yeah.
So that's a team that they had in the playoffs against Somerville out of Vallejo, Napa area.
Yeah.
They're out. So it's going to open up another spot there on that lower level of playoff teams. And you're like, okay, why does a 12 seed matter, right, to go to the playoffs? Well, look at the teams that are battling for that. You got Amador, who didn't have a season last year, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Argonaut, who has a brand new head coach and trying to rebuild a program that has been successful. Calaveras, who has a first-year head coach trying to rebuild and get successful. So those extra playoff practices, and then you're like, okay, practices. Those 4 practices you get during the playoff time are different than regular season playoff practices. I don't care what you take. Your JV team and your juniors get to come up, and now they get to be the leaders because you got sophomores up there practicing with you. They're setting the tone for the next year's team. And so even every week that you can practice in the playoffs is huge. Even if you're a sophomore and you never play in the game in a playoff game, you get to see varsity practice, you get to see the playoffs, you get to see that excitement, and it sets the tone for your next year's football season.
Here we have a 4th down and 9. The Buffalo's going to go for it. They got a man over the middle. That one is complete. Pass caught by Landon Ray Case, and that's about a 12-yard pickup. It's going to move the chains for the Buffaloes. Nice play there on 4th down.
Absolutely. Good time. Way to step up, fire, find the hole in the zone, and then you just get down and get the first down. Amador got a chance to put some points on the board here as it get just inside the 25-yard line. But, yeah, we talk about it. And that's what's big about bowl games, too. In the college football situation, you get those extra 15 practices, which those are big to see guys that are on that back end of the depth charts setting up things for next year. So,
because you're hoping, right, your sophomores are playing like juniors. Your juniors are playing like seniors by that point.
Exactly. And it's one of those things where you get to just set your tone and say, hey, when we start the season next year where we're doing summer workouts, remember being in the playoffs last year. You might have been a freshman or a sophomore up on varsity. You got to see the playoffs. Now you want to get back there.
Oh, nice job by Blakenheim stepping up in the pocket. Now he throws one deep, and that's going to be incomplete. As Jackson Ludwig is a little upset because he thought he had a sack in sights, but Blakenheim able to step up in the pocket and elude that one. And the incomplete pass will set up 2nd down. And there's something to be said, just right, partner, about, hey, we made the playoffs, right?
Absolutely.
We're in the playoffs, and the clout that comes along with, being able to call yourself a playoff team can, give you some confidence and give you a little extra jolt in those, postseason workouts and preseason workouts, getting yourself ready for the season.
And, I mean, you also get the certificate that goes with it, like you said. So that's something you put in your shelf, and when you're our age, you go back and look and say, hey, I got this certificate. I was in the playoffs in 2023, whatever it is. So it's kind of one of those things that's a keepsake that's nice to have, too. But you're right. I mean, it really does kind of help build things, and you get to have that extra week of practice. You get to see rallies usually at school, and so the whole school kind of gets behind it. And if you didn't start the season out great, if you're not a team that's 9-1 or 8-7 or 8-2 rather, you finish the season, hey, we won our games, we got in the playoffs, now anything can happen.
Yeah. Here's 3rd down and 10 as they motion a receiver. And now they pitch it out to Santos. And he's going to get popped. Actually, that's Nunez. Nunez is going to get popped behind the line of scrimmage by Byington. It's going to be a loss of about 4 yards. A good play defensively. He's going to bring up 4th and long. And we'll see what the Thundering Herd will like to do here, looking to keep the offense out there.
Yeah, so this is 4-down territory.
3:30 left, yeah.
Especially with the score and everything. We saw them go for it earlier in this drive, 4th and 10 from about the 40.
And so the Motherlode League, obviously Sonora, and Somerville, locks to be in the playoffs. But a chance, maybe 3-4 teams possibly being able to get in for the Motherlode League. Not bad for a 5-team league right there.
Right, no, it is. And that's a good thing is the way the playoffs are set up this year is it's kind of an interesting situation where you're going to know a lot of your opponents. You're going to see them before. You're going to have an idea of what they're doing. So it's not going to be that situation where you're going to play. Some teams are going to the 5, and some are 6, and some might be 7.
Yeah.
Divisions 5, 6, 7. Instead, you're all going to the same playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we'll keep it here as the regiment is getting themselves ready for their halftime performance. Most awesome band in the world. It's the Golden Regiment Band. Now we talked a little bit about the Amador side of the playoff outlook, and Calaveras and Argonaut, and how they're kind of dancing here in the final few weeks. Sonora, they're kind of making themselves ready for the playoffs as well. Obviously, not overlooking Somerville and trying to cash in a final Motherlode League title before they transition to the Trans Valley League. But they're also concerned with their playoff seeding, as they're kind of in a little bit of a horse race with some squads. It seems pretty top-heavy in Division 5, where the Wildcats are sitting. I'm sorry, Division 6, where the Wildcats are sitting in the Sac Joaquin section. They're kind of jockeying for position with Sutter, who took a big loss last week to 12 Bridges.
They did. That was a game that I watched online, and it was back and forth, and really 12 Bridges looked really, really good. Now, and you look at it, and I was like, okay, they're a Division 5 school.
One of the only undefeated teams left in the section, yeah.
So, I mean, that kind of gives them a little bit of an edge, a bigger school.
Yeah, some people thought it might drop Sutter considerably, and it really obviously impacted their playoff positioning somewhat, or their ranking, I guess you would call it. Yeah. Not necessarily their positioning as much, as they're still, like I said, jockeying for those top 2 spots with the Wildcats. That Somerville game will come in big for Sonora, so we'll see how that all shakes out. But the things kind of hold serve. Those two teams should be holding the top 2 spots.
Yeah, either way. I mean, and really, the only thing that really matters is who's going to get to host that. Maybe host the playoff, number 1 seed. They usually play them at neutral sites, so that usually doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah.
But who's going to be the 1? Who's going to be the 2? You got some other teams in the mix there. I mean, Houston's in there from the TVL.
Houston, exactly. Bradshaw
Christian from SDFL.
Yeah.
So, there's some teams yet to kind of make some noise in there. And I really think that might be the toughest division of those lower divisions, 4 or 5, 6, 7. I think 6 might be the tougher division to try and win. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's definitely top-heavy. There is some depth as well to it, but yeah, you definitely have, Sonora. You have as Curnow taking a shot, looking for Wyatt Holt again, but he threw it to the outside of the receiver. Might have thrown that one up the seam. Holt might have had an opportunity. But yeah, Sonora, Sutter, Houston, Bradshaw Christian, those 4, kind of are powerhouses within that one. Within that Division 6 playoff bracket. Somerville, they're in Division 6 as well?
Yeah, they're all in 6 right here.
So, yeah, there's another tough squad.
Union Mine, Colfax. I mean, those are teams that aren't – they might have lost a few games, but they're still going to be difficult outs in the playoffs.
Curnow looking to pass. This time he steps up in the pocket and picks up a big 4th down run right there for the Wildcats. It was 4th and 4. He was looking to take a shot. Good job to notice that, to be able to pick that one up on the ground. And he does move the chains with 1:30 left. The Wildcats trying to see if they can't get into the end zone one more time before the break, as Curnow puts this one up in the air, looking for Lale. And good job defensively by Colton Earl, playing the ball, and the receiver, as soon as the hands went up, he batted that one out of the arms of Ryan Lale. So brings up an incompletion with 1:23. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 45.
Yeah, good job there by the DB. You're taught, hey, you look at the receiver, and when his eyes light up, you put your hands up. Okay, he's going to tell you when the ball comes. Everybody says he's got to turn around and look, and that's not necessarily a rule. Okay, that's just kind of the way the NFL makes it look, right? If you make contact, then yes.
Yeah.
But if you have that cushion and you see his eyes light up, and you know, okay, here it comes, you can get your hand up in between there and create a problem.
Blindside pressure. Cornell able to step up and again looking for Lale. It overshoots Lale. Comes in listed at 5'8". You needed to be 6'8" to bring that one in.
Yeah, he might have needed to stretch out a little bit for that one, right?
No. Again, there's a little pressure on Cornell.
From the backside there was.
Yeah. Amador bringing some pressure. It'll be third down for the Cats, who I'm wondering if the first string offense got noticed that, hey, this might be your final drive, so make this one count.
It's very possible.
Gardner in motion on third down. They roll Cornell, and this time he connects with Lale out in the flat. No one's out there for a few yards. Cuts it back at the 40, inside to the 38. Will they mark him down? Clock will stop at the 1:10 momentarily as they move the chains. Another Wildcat first down, 13th of the ball game here in the first half for this offense that's been firing on all cylinders for Sonora. Curnow throws across his body. Nice pass to Declan Gardner. Gardner inside the 20, inside the end zone. Touchdown Wildcats. What a job after the catch from Declan Gardner. 38 yards on the touchdown pass from Curnow. And the Wildcats get one before the break. It's 48-0, and Jerimie trots out for another extra point.
Yeah, 2 missed tackles there, and then he just outraces the other defender to the pylon. Great job of just getting up there and cutting back, make a play. Yeah. And this is a little 3-yard pass. It turns into a big touchdown down the sideline. Got to love that if you're a quarterback. Those are easy ones to complete, and then it looks real good on the stats, right?
He made that look a lot easier than it was, kind of turning his body and throwing it across. Here's a high snap. Now Cornell's going to pick it up, looking to make a play, and he throws this one that's intercepted, and they blow it dead as Alex Santos picks it off. I'm not sure why they blew it dead. I thought Santos would have an opportunity to run it back for a couple of points.
Well,
but
okay, so something didn't go right for Sonora. Stop the presses. It's been one of those kind of days. It's 48-0.
So a muff snap doesn't let Jerimie get that kick off. And so Sonora will settle for 20 points thus far here in the second quarter. We still have 48 seconds left, so hopefully I'm not speaking too soon. We have seen crazier things happen here on NorCal Sports TV and here at Dunleavy Field as Jerimie tees it up for another Miners Tree Company kickoff.
Miners Tree getting their money's worth today, right?
Yeah, bang for their buck. I was going to say, I like the pink cleats from Jerimie.
Oh, yeah, gotta represent that, right?
And that's the pink pom-poms of the cheerleaders and the pink balloons here. Even the Dunleavy Field sign here at Sonora is lit up in pink.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that they can do that. Change it for the different situations.
This one is received at the 10 by Colton Earl. Or Talon Courts, I'm sorry. Courts will take it out to the 26. With 43 seconds left to play. Both teams with 2 timeouts. I'm not sure if either one of them are looking to take one before the break.
Got an update over from Argonaut right now. Calaveras 14, Argonaut 7 in the third quarter already of play.
Okay. Third quarter already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, a little to 14-7 makes it easier to clock run a little more than 48-0.
That's true. Sure, we might have a little bit more of a running clock in the second half. As Santos goes right up the middle.
That's probably going to be the last play of the first half.
Yeah, Santos picks up a yard, and everyone looking over at the Amador sideline and the coaching staff saying, let's head to the corner, let's talk this one up. We'll take a break. The regiment will get themselves ready for their halftime performance. We'll get a word from our sponsors. We'll come back for the second half of play between the Wildcats and the Thundering Herd. Everything working for the Wildcats. Couple passing touchdowns. a few rushing touchdowns, even ran in a punt return for Sonora. It's 48-0 Cats over the Buffaloes on NorCal Sports TV.
Our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted Best Cup of Coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com. Solarworx, your trusted local solar installer. We are family owned and locally operated. We offer financing with zero money down and 0% interest. Own your solar system while cutting your energy costs in half. Call us today for a low-cost estimate and start saving. Or check us out online at www.solarworx.energy. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jerimie Zamora, your Sonora Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jerimie Zamora is a proud sponsor of Sonora High Wildcat football on NorCal Sports TV. For all your investment needs, call 209-536-0422 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Scott's Distributing and Vending Service. For more than 23 years, Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has been locally owned and operated. Run by folks who have a vested interest in the success and prosperity of our local economy. Learn more about our full-line vending machine services, office coffee service, and janitorial supplies by visiting scottsdistributing.net. That's scottsdistributing.net. Or by calling 209-736-0963.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Solarworx, your trusted local solar installer. We are family owned and locally operated. We offer financing with zero money down and 0% interest. Own your solar system while cutting your energy costs in half. Call us today for a low-cost estimate and start saving. Or check us out online at www.solarworx.energy. Our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted Best Cup of Coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com. Solarworx, your trusted local solar installer. We are family owned and locally operated. We offer financing with zero money down and 0% interest. Own your solar system while cutting your energy costs in half. Call us today for a low-cost estimate and start saving. Or check us out online at www.solarworx.energy. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jerimie Zamora, your Sonora Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jerimie Zamora is a proud sponsor of Sonora High Wildcat football on NorCal Sports TV. For all your investment needs, call 209-536-0422 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Scott's Distributing and Vending Service. For more than 23 years, Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has been locally owned and operated. Run by folks who have a vested interest in the success and prosperity of our local economy. Learn more about our full-line vending machine services, office coffee service, and janitorial supplies by visiting scottsdistributing.net. That's scottsdistributing.net. Or by calling 209-736-0963.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Solarworx, your trusted local solar installer. We are family owned and locally operated. We offer financing with zero money down and 0% interest. Own your solar system while cutting your energy costs in half. Call us today for a low-cost estimate and start saving. Or check us out online at www.solarworx.energy.
Our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted best cup of coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
Solarworx, your trusted local solar installer. We are family owned and locally operated. We offer financing with zero money down and 0% interest. Own your solar system while cutting your energy costs in half. Call us today for a low-cost estimate and start saving. Or check us out online at www.solarworx.energy. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jerimie Zamora, your Sonora Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jerimie Zamora is a proud sponsor of Sonora High Wildcat football on NorCal Sports TV. For all your investment needs, call 209-536-0422 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Scott's Distributing and Vending Service. For more than 23 years, Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has been locally owned and operated. Run by folks who have a vested interest in the success and prosperity of our local economy. Learn more about our full-line vending machine services, office coffee service, and janitorial supplies by visiting scottsdistributing.net. That's scottsdistributing.net. Or by calling 209-736-0963.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Solarworx, your trusted local solar installer. We are family owned and locally operated. We offer financing with zero money down and 0% interest. Own your solar system while cutting your energy costs in half. Call us today for a low-cost estimate and start saving. Or check us out online at www.solarworx.energy.
Our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted best cup of coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
Solarworx, your trusted local solar installer. We are family owned and locally operated. We offer financing with zero money down and 0% interest. Own your solar system while cutting your energy costs in half. Call us today for a low-cost estimate and start saving. Or check us out online at www.solarworx.energy. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jerimie Zamora, your Sonora Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jerimie Zamora is a proud sponsor of Sonora High Wildcat football on NorCal Sports TV. For all your investment needs, call 209-536-0422 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Scott's Distributing and Vending Service. For more than 23 years, Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has been locally owned and operated. Run by folks who have a vested interest in the success and prosperity of our local economy. Learn more about our full-line vending machine services, office coffee service, and janitorial supplies by visiting scottsdistributing.net. That's scottsdistributing.net. Or by calling 209-736-0963.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Minners Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minners Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Solarworx, your trusted local solar installer. We are family owned and locally operated. We offer financing with zero money down and 0% interest. Own your solar system while cutting your energy costs in half. Call us today for a low-cost estimate and start saving. Or check us out online at www.solarworx.energy.
Our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted Best Cup of Coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
Solarworx, your trusted local solar installer. We are family owned and locally operated. We offer financing with zero money down and 0% interest. Own your solar system while cutting your energy costs in half. Call us today for a low-cost estimate and start saving. Or check us out online at www.solarworx.energy. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jerimie Zamora, your Sonora Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jerimie Zamora is a proud sponsor of Sonora High Wildcat football on NorCal Sports TV. For all your investment needs, call 209-536-0422 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Welcome back to NorCal Sports TV's coverage of Sonora Wildcat football. Getting ready to start the second half of play between the Wildcats and the Buffaloes of Amador. Sonora leading this one 48-0 after 7 first-half touchdowns.
Oh, and ho-hum, they get the ball first.
They get the ball to start. It's a Minners Tree Company kickoff. As the Cats will receive this one at the 15 is Nicholson making the catch, adjusting his face mask, finding a seam, and getting out to the 45-yard line before he is tripped up out there by Jack Bruckeret. I was waiting all day to say that name.
There you go. You've been practicing it before the game.
Yeah.
Hey, give him a gold star. He got his name right here. Hang on.
Well, not
Put
bad.
one on your score sheet for you. Thank you. Yep.
35 yards on the return from Nicholson. So the Cats will start, 37 yards on the return as they bump it up to the 47. Sonora has it as the clock is running, and it appears we'll have a running clock here in the second half with the score being 48-0. Curnow fakes the pitch, steps up, and throws a wobbler as Ingles tried to come back and make a play, and the defender didn't let him come back enough to get through and have an opportunity at that one. It looks like it's going to be pass interference on Branson Radis. So we'll check the flag.
Yeah, he signaled pass interference while you were looking at the clock to make sure it was running. You're good. That's what I'm here for, Mario. I got to do something,
Appreciate you. I was wondering what it is that you do here.
Not a lot. Yeah, I try to just stay out of your way. You're the man.
I'm just joking.
I just try to stay out of your way and
color commentary and producing at the same time, as well as keeping the pulse of the mother load on the other tab as well. So he's doing it all out here, folks. Don't let the humbleness of one Jerimie Hurtado fool you. I don't know if anybody's ever said humble and Jerimie Hurtado in the same sentence, but
all the time. It usually comes with like fool or something after it, but that's a different thing.
This Leo on first down picks up 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 as Peoples has been effective in this game, but maybe not necessarily the amount of carries and the amount of wear and tear that we've seen from number 24 throughout the season. Maybe kind of almost giving him a de facto bye week here as Ingles catches it in on a slant, tries to split a couple defenders, and spun down at about the 21. So the nice pass play from Curnow to Ingles. And we've seen Curnow hit Holt. And now this time Ingles, who I think, in my opinion, provides a little different look from what we've seen in the past here with the Wildcats as Peoples gets it on first down and carries a defender to the 15. And getting back to my point on Ingles, we've seen, Pimentel, Noah Baker, guys that kind of go out there and make some big plays. Ingles is more of a do-it-all type of receiver, very solid in the run game and blocking. Could also make some plays in the passing game as Gardner gets it on the pitch, cuts it up the field into the end zone for the touchdown.
No, you're right. Like you said, you're going back to Ingles. He's kind of like the lunch pill guy. He can play quarterback for you. He can play receiver for you. I'm sure he could come out there and play some slot back for you if you had to. And so he kind of does a little bit of everything, a little bit of what's asked for him. Kind of waiting his turn, too. I know he's a backup quarterback. I've talked to some family members of his. And like, hey, he's kind of just waiting to get a chance to be the guy.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. They're kind of setting him up and trying to, maybe boost that confidence and let them know, all right, you're still going to be a big-time player for us, and your number might be dialed in a critical situation. You're going to have to be ready to go, and no doubt he'll be ready to answer the bell. And the Wildcats answered the bell after halftime. They run it down the field here, 53 yards into pay dirt on a 15-yard touchdown run from Declan Gardner.
Yeah, absolutely. Because one thing you got to think about, too, if you're Sonora, is next year there is no more Kernos for a little bit. Now there's another one coming.
Yeah.
Okay, he's in the 7th grade, so it's going to be a little bit before he gets here. So somebody that doesn't have the name Kerno, I would assume.
Right.
Now, hey, who knows? Maybe they import one in from somewhere else. I don't know. But someone other than that's a Kerno is not going to have to get to play quarterback at Sonora next year.
Yeah. Maybe we get a Kerno with the EAUX.
Yeah, you never
right
know.
At the end of it, coming from the Louisiana area.
Or from Canada, or, hey, I don't know. But that's kind of the scenario, right? You're going to have somebody new play quarterback. So start getting him a little bit of experience now.
On the Minners Tree Company kickoff, this one's out to McElfish. Takes it from the 9-yard line out to about the 24. Nice little return of 15 for McElfish.
Oh, yeah, and Ingles plays defense, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's out there on defense, too. So
he has a defensive back out there kind of playing more of the cover safety role at times, as we've seen Nicholson, kind of jack of all trades, a little Swiss Army knife, playing all over the field for the Wildcat defenses. They got some substitutions defensively as well. Trying to bring in some fresh faces and give people some looks, some game reps.
And this is important. And you're like, okay, it's 55-0. It's running clock in the second half. How important can this be? Well,
yeah.
You look at it, okay, the Wildcats, yeah, they're going to win tonight. That's kind of, I think I could go out on a limb and say that one pretty safely, right? But you look at some point during the playoff run that they're going to have, someone's going to, on the field right now, is going to have to come in and step in and be a guy that may not have been the guy all season long.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just the way it works in football. And so that second guy may have to come in and play a huge play in a game that matters. It's the last second play. Got to do a job and know what's going on.
For sure.
So you get a chance to come out here and you get to make mistakes in a game that's 55-0.
Yeah.
Go back and watch it off film and say, okay, maybe when they split here, I shouldn't be lined up here, or whatever the situation is, so that next time you're on the field in this important situation, oh, hey, last time I was told not to line up here. I need to be here. I can make that adjustment and not be in the wrong position in a critical point in a playoff game.
After a pickup of about half a yard, still officially 2nd and 10 as they get it out into the flat. This one caught by Quartz. Not much doing after the catch. He's going to get back to about the line of scrimmage.
Give him a yard, I think, because they're going to give him
forward
progress. Nope, maybe not. They moved it back.
They moved it back.
They said, oh, watch this.
So it'll be 3rd and 10. That'll give us an opportunity to have a little more trivia with the man of the motherlode here. Oh, yeah, I like it.
All right,
yeah.
There we go.
All right, so last week we had Argonaut up here, right? And Argonaut, we mentioned, was a combination of a couple of schools in Ione and Jackson. Amador, also a combination of a couple of schools as well. What two communities and schools combined to make Amador High School?
I'm going to say Sutter Creek.
Sutter Creek, yes, indeed. That is one.
And Martell?
Oh, I'll give you another crack at it.
God. Is it Drytown? I don't know. I have no idea. El Dorado.
El Dorado. Yep, as Blankenheim rolling out, looking deep for Quartz and running step for step with them.
Okay,
well, was a Wildcat.
Half right on that one.
Yeah, 1 or 2, not bad. About 500.
Okay, I'll take it.
That's a good batting average.
That gets you in the Hall of Fame,
right? Yeah. Pretty solid right there.
All right, what else you got, Mario? I know you got more over there. I know you're not a not a. That was the easy one too. That's the bad part, I'm sure. So
that one was somewhat easy. I don't know if I got another one for you. I had one I thought in my back pocket, but we'll see. Who's the most famous baseball player to ever come out of
Amador?
County? Yeah.
Amador County or Amador High School?
Out of Amador High School. As Byington gets a punt return, shakes the first defender, still tied open along the sideline, and now lowers his head and barrels into a defender at about the 28 and steps out of bounds.
Down the sideline about the 41.
I know you're a big baseball guy yourself, and
See, and Argonaut's more of the baseball.
Amador, yeah. Well, Argonaut is more.
Yeah. That's what, 'cause they've had the Tom Zach brothers and stuff like that went to Arizona State. I'm really just kind of trying to drag my feet and think of something here. I'm not sure on Amador. I can't think of anybody that's really been.
The great John Vukovic.
Okay, all right.
Ended up playing in the big leagues. We got a hold on the Wildcats is the call. Vukovic spent some time out there at Amador, graduated from Amador High School, played with the Phillies, the Brewers, the Reds, and then had another stint with the Phillies. Won a couple of World Series. One with the Cincinnati Reds, the Big Red Machine.
Okay, 91.
And also, with the Philadelphia Phillies.
Who did Cincinnati beat in the World Series then, Mario?
Come on, man. Why you got to do that? Messed up. Right there. Oh, there's a nice carry from Lucas Valencia. There's another new ball carrier in for the Wildcats. He lowers his shoulder.
I can ask that question because I remember watching that and knowing it and heartbreaking. Okay.
Yeah.
So, like we've established before, Eckersley was my guy. That was the whole thing. And then, I actually talked to my kids about it this week because October 17th is my wife's birthday. It was also the anniversary of the San Francisco earthquake, and I kind of gave them a whole history lesson of it and told them, I was getting out of school, running home to do my homework, had to get that done before I could watch the game, and got that done, went out in the living room and told the parents, okay, we're going to watch the game, and made the deal with them ahead of time, and then, no such luck for me to. And at that time, I was 10 years old and didn't really understand the magnitude of everything that was going on. I just knew I did all my homework. I was supposed to be able to watch a baseball game. What happened until later that night when you start seeing more of the stories and the Bay Bridge collapsing. And I'm like, oh, okay, maybe that's why they didn't play the baseball game. It kind of made sense a little more. You got to remember, we didn't have the Twitter and instant news cycle like you have now.
No, not at all.
So it was a great lesson for my kids to kind of be like, what? How did you not know? I'm like, because I didn't know. I was 10 years old. It didn't really register to me everything that was going on at that point in time. I just knew, hey, the TV started shaking a little bit, and then everybody was standing around looking at each other, and I was like, well, why can't we play if they're fine? Inside the stadium, everybody's okay, but it didn't really, like I said, hit home until I got to see the news later that night and understand
the magnitude.
Absolutely.
Ingles gives it on the end around. Looks like that was Luke Walling coming around as the wing back. We got a whole bunch of new characters in for this Sonora musical as they're bringing guys in and out.
Ingles at quarterback,
taking snaps. You mentioned how he was out a receiver and a guy that's capable of taking snaps as well. He's the backup quarterback for the Wildcats. Here he is surveying the defense now. In the crouch under center. He's going to keep it himself on the option. Trying to find some space up the middle. Lost it momentarily, but I think he was able to hang on to it. As they did throw the little beanie bag thing out there to the marker.
Beanie
show.
Bag thing.
Whatever, what do you call it? The marker.
Bean bag, but it's okay. Hey,
hacky sack, whatever you want to call it.
Hacky sack. Yeah, you are a Stanislaus State.
What's that supposed to be? Hurtado?
Hacky sack.
You got against Turkey Tech.
Hey, undefeated in football.
That's right. Still have not lost a football game.
It's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Come back in the fourth quarter. Who knows what we're going to talk about for 12 minutes.
Knows what we got in store here on NorCal Sports TV in this 55-0 Sonora drubbing of the Amador Thundering Herd. The Wildcats got one touchdown here in the third quarter. We'll see what they got in store as the four fingers are up. We're heading to the fourth quarter, Jerimie. That's right, your favorite signal.
Absolutely.
We'll be back with that here on NorCal Sports TV after a word from our sponsors.
Scott's Distributing and Vending Service. For more than 23 years, Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has been locally owned and operated. Run by folks who have a vested interest in the success and prosperity of our local economy. Learn more about our full-line vending machine services, office coffee service, and janitorial supplies by visiting scottsdistributing.net. That's scottsdistributing.net. Or by calling 209-736-0963.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to...
We're back to action, and the man of the Motherload was caught sleeping, but he's back ready to go as we had a fumble on the pitch. And they try to get it out to Luke Walling again on the pitch, and the Cats fumble it on fourth downs. That's going to be a turnover on downs. And that'll be the second time Sonora turns it over. They had a fumble earlier in the game. So a couple fumbles for Sonora, maybe some talking points for Coach Craig as they again get ready for their big matchup next week when the Cats host the Somerville Bears, the undefeated in Motherlode League play Somerville Bears next Friday night here on NorCal Sports TV. Both of those teams will come in 3-0, barring some miraculous miracle here in this fourth quarter as McElfish gets it for a pickup of about 2 or 3 yards. Again, both those teams will come in 3-0 in Motherlode League play, 7-1 on the season. And a Motherlode League championship on the line. And a chance for Somerville to cash one in before Sonora heads out the door, and a chance for Sonora to keep their run of Motherlode League championships intact ever since they made their way back to the MML following their time in the VOL, the Valley Oak League.
Caden, here we go. I got something for you.
What you got?
Okay, what year did Amador High School open?
Ooh, that was early. It was like 1911 or something like that.
Oh, Mario. All over it with the answer. Right on it.
McElfish running to the sticks. Running a nice little hitch pattern, posting up the defender. Making a catch and falling forward for a couple of yards. 1911.
Originally known as Amador County High School,
right.
Which they're going back to. See, that's where
I
got it in.
They're bringing it all back, the history. I like it.
Yeah, 1911. It was opened as Amador County High School.
Yeah, one of the
changed its name to Sutter Creek Union High School in 1916.
Wouldn't that be cool, like a little Sutter Creek baseball jersey or something like that?
Oh,
I like to throw
yeah.
homage. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, and we were talking off air. I really like the silver and blue look. I kind of wish they would incorporate silver into the new logo and colors over there at Amador County High School. I know they're still kind of working on that.
Yeah.
When I was talking to them a couple weeks ago.
Taking a shot. They got a man wide open down the sideline, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That was Colton Earl. And that just about sums up the evening for the Amador Buffaloes
Absolutely.
here at Dunleavy Field.
What I do like is they actually let the community members speak on it, and they've actually voted on what they wanted to name the school and what they wanted to keep the mascots and that kind of
That's
stuff.
cool.
And so,
And they have a history of doing that
Absolutely,
within
yeah.
that, like changing the name of it from Amador County High School to
Right.
Amador High School and back and forth. And so, yeah, that's pretty cool that they're able to do so.
So, yeah, it's kind of an interesting little situation over there. And like I said, we've been hearing about this for a while. They were going to do it. They weren't going to do it. But now, yeah, it's been officially approved. And so the school, like I said, is going to end up bringing about 12 to 1,400 kids in it.
Nice completion of Ray Case on the slant for another first down. And inside the 30 now of the Thundering Herd. I mentioned John Vukovic, who played there played baseball at Amador, made his way to the major leagues. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the great Joe Piombo, who also played at Amador High School and now works with me out at Venture Academy. So shout out to Coach Joe, leading our baseball program.
Just trying to get brownie points.
Yeah.
Maybe get you a baseball hat off of the program, huh?
He always hooks me up, so we're good there. I'm looking for a throwback jersey from my guy, Coach Joe. Blankenstein being chased under pressure, now scrambling back, looking like Bob Greasy, going backwards, and then tosses one up, and intended for McElfish, and Nunez almost stepped in front and had the reception in his hands and just dropped it. Might have had a little extra yardage after the catch, but interesting play. Here is Blankenheim trying to find something. He's looking for McElfish, and Nunez nearly caught it.
Yeah, that was one of those things you throw it up and you're like, what? I was like, nope, okay. I was like, this could get intercepted. No, well, okay, it's going to get caught. No, it's dropped. All that. And your quarterback runs around for 65 yards, and you got to make the catch, right? I mean, that's one of those things.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of that Bob Greasy play being chased by a couple Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Back it up near midfield. Again, yes. Well, I mean, the Redskins never made it to the Super Bowl that often. So
wow.
That's the issue is breaking high. Looking for the end zone. That one is batted. Nice deflection. A one-handed play by there's our guy, Eli Ingalls, showing that versatility, taking snaps earlier and now batting down passes one-handed right here. Check out the replay by Eli Ingalls. Nice play.
Yeah, absolutely, and he does. He gets up there, and he's got those long arms, and he just be able to get up there and knock it down.
6'3", yeah.
Next Friday night. Gary's got a good record.
From the left hash on third down, we have movement before the snap. The clock is going to continue to run as they back up. Or actually move it forward 5 yards. You had Sonora jumping across the line early. So it makes 3rd and 10, 3rd and 5 following the penalty.
The Buffaloes will start at Sonora's.
Yeah, so Amador, you mentioned, around since 1911. The Mother Lode League officially began playing in 32, I believe. And they are a charter member of the Mother Lode League. So big shakeup, right, with them and Argonaut, both, obviously merging, but leaving the league within this season. Both of those schools charter members of the Mother Lode League and have been through it since their existence. So you're talking nearly 100 years in the same league and now moving on, to different pastures.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just going to ask you, the Mother Lode League began in the late 1920s, actually, but didn't have a full membership until 1932. So you were around then. You were around. That's how you know the information. That kind of gets you the.
We're still in my material now, huh? All right. See where we're going with Hurtado.
So it originally included Bret Hart, Calaveras, El Dorado, Ione, Jackson, Sonora, Somerville, and Sutter Creek. So there you go. See? Yeah.
So you'll still have Bret Hart and Somerville still in the Mother Lode and Calaveras.
Yes.
Still in the Mother Lode League.
Which I think is a big thing because you had a league with that much history. You got to kind of keep it alive.
For sure. And it's been a proud league as the Mother Lode League in various sports, not just football. Nice catch along the sideline and getting close. They're going to give him the touchdown. Touchdown, thundering herd and thundering applause from the crowd. I believe that was Nunez catching that one along the sideline. Spinning his way into the end zone. Phenomenal play.
I hit the button, but it didn't record. I'm sorry.
See if we get it for you here.
Oh, here it is. I only got one angle of it for some reason. Here we go. I got you.
We'll take it. Where are we at? The 23-yard line. 23-yard pass play from Blankenheim to Nunez on a phenomenal catch. And look at that. Tie rope in the sideline.
Great body control. Go back around, spin it, make the catch, and then go and have the wherewithal to get in the end zone.
So extra point opportunity here for Amador. And this one is wide to the right. The kick from Colton Earl misses the mark for the Buffaloes, but they get a nice touchdown here in the final stages of this ball game as we come up on 3.5 minutes left to play with the running clock. And wow!
Breaking news from Argonaut. Argonaut was down 20-7 in the third quarter. Now, back looking with about 4 minutes left to go, Argonaut has come back and taken the lead 21-20 over Calaveras.
Wow.
And how things changed there, right?
Yeah.
We were talking about Calaveras had a chance to kind of get that fourth win, needing that playoff spot, and we kind of thought at halftime, okay, this is going to work out well for them. Now Argonaut comes back behind the strength. I'm sure Mitchell, who is the quarterback over there at Argonaut. 21-20, 4 minutes left to go, and that would set up a huge game next week with Argonaut trying to slide into that final playoff spot.
Yeah, against their arch rival, the Amador Thundering Herd. In the battle for the Rotary Bell. The stakes would be a little higher between those two teams if Argonaut can hold on, again leading 21-20.
And really, it could be an elimination game because Amador would be 4-6 if they lost to Argonaut. They'd both be 4-6. You'd think that Amador would probably not get in if it's a head-to-head battle between them and Argonaut if Argonaut beats them, right? I mean, that's kind of what you would think.
Yeah.
So it could be huge.
Yeah.
And if you're Amador, you got a chance, hey, we've had a difficult last 2 weeks, but go and beat our league rival. We get in the playoffs 5-5, and who knows what happens, right?
So you kind of play that way sometimes, right? If the record isn't what you want it to be down the stretch,
absolutely.
Right? Maybe we're not going to have a party, but maybe we could disrupt theirs, right?
Right.
That kind of thinking. And Argonaut has a chance not only to do that, but to sneak in through the back door as well.
Yes, and we saw them struggle mightily against Sonora a couple weeks ago. And if you'd
against
asked me then,
well.
if you'd asked me then, I said there's no way they're getting in the playoffs, right? Mm-hmm. They played against Somerville, and I was really impressed with how they came back and played against Somerville. And then it set up a big win that they got last week, and now a chance to upset or knock off, I don't know how you look at it, Calaveras and set up a huge game next week. Yeah. I mean, I had Calaveras winning it. I'm not going to lie. I had Calaveras winning that game, and by 2 scores. So if they can pull that off in the last 4 minutes, it would be huge for Argonaut.
Yeah, we all know we follow you on Striking Gold.
I make sure everybody knew that I got that.
Hit television show on NorCal Sports TV.
Look, I like to, you admit when I'm wrong, and it's quite often if you ask my wife.
Oh, there's a fumble, I believe, as the ball popped out, but Bento able to hop on top of it as we approaching the final minute of play as the clock continues to run, and the Wildcats, the big first quarter, 28 points, shutting out Amador in that first frame. Then second quarter, another 20 for Sonora as they went into the break and led this one 48-0. They had another touchdown in the third, and here in the fourth, it's been about running this clock for the Wildcats as they take a knee and let this one tick away, and
we got another update. Calaveras comes back and scores 26-21. 2-point conversion, no good. With under 3 minutes left to go. So, Calaveras rushing touchdown puts them back on the scoreboard, and again, things switch again. So the last 3 minutes you never know.
Yeah, that'll be interesting one again. That one coming down to the wire, and this one is well past the wire, and it was over early as the Wildcats came out strong again. 28 points in that first quarter. A couple passing touchdowns. Curnow to Holt, Curnow to Gardner as well. You had Gardner with the running touchdown, Curnow with the rushing touchdown, Peoples with the rushing touchdown, Nicholson with the rushing touchdown, Cash Byington with the punt return as well. It was all working for Sonora as they beat up on the Thundering Herd 55-6 here on Dunleavy Field. Moves them to 3-0 on the season, setting up that big matchup next week against Somerville right here on our network on NorCal Sports TV. So that's going to do it for us here at this one. For my color commentator and producer Jerimie Hurtado, our cameraman Claude Parkin, and Ralphie Hansen, executive producer and director Dion I'm Mario Ramos saying thank you for watching this presentation of Sonora Wildcat football on NorCal Sports TV.